Lord help you to continue sustaining this magnificent and great institution, the Academic Center of Excellency in the Republic of Rwanda. So, as we are coming back with the Chancellor. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, as I've just told you, the Chancellor's procession has started. I will expect the DJ to put something small in the background as we are carrying on this great function. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready. The Chancellor's procession is on. Whoever that is not yet ready, please get ready. Members of press and all members of staff, the Chancellor's procession is on, and it is on here in Kampala and it is on in Rwanda. So they are watching us live on TV10, and that's how we are going to carry on this great function. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you in your respective ranks and capacities, and we thank you for being there for East African University Rwanda, the mighty institution located in Nyagatare. Yes, that is in the eastern province of the Republic of Rwanda. East African University Rwanda, it is their second graduation ceremony, and it is held virtually. Both from Uganda and Rwanda, that's where we have these two venues. The Chancellor will preside over from Kampala, and also the chief guest, the guests invited with their respective ranks and capacities, graduates, members of staff, management in Nyagatare. We are watching us live as well as we are watching them live. So it's a great day. It's a great moment for each and every one. The Chancellor, we welcome you, sir. Of course, as I told you, members of staff, all of you get ready. Take your seats. The Chancellor's procession is on. I can see the Chief Executive Director, BOT, Mrs. George Bayakasereka. You're most welcome. The Chairman, Board of Trustees, the Chancellor, Professor George Mondo Kabonera, and all members of staff of the BBK Universities Network International. You're most welcome. We are glad to have you this great day and this great moment. So it's a special day. It's a great moment that God has brought in the history of East African University, Rwanda, as we are holding the second graduation ceremony of this mighty institution. In the few seconds, we are going to switch to Rwanda. I request all of you will stay. You don't take your seats. You're not going to take your seats, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to switch to Rwanda. We are going to switch to Rwanda so that we can have the anthems and everything that has been prepared for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, you're most welcome to the second congregation of East African University, Rwanda, based in Nyagatare. Yes, that's where the main campus of this mighty institution is. So, DJ. Thank you. You're most welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Over now, we are switching to Nyagatare. Mr. Oscar, you can take the floor.
Thank you, Julius. First of all, I would like to thank you, the people in Kampala, for a nice Chancellor's procession that has just ended. We in Nyagatare are also ready to proceed. At this juncture, I would like to request that we play the anthems. We begin with the national anthem, then the East African Community Anthem, and the University Anthem, and the prayer. And then I shall give back the mic to Julius to invite the Chancellor to constitute the second congregation. But in the meantime, let us all stand and have the national anthem and all the other anthems as on the program. Thank you.
gihugu cyacu uje imisozi ibiyaga n'ibirunga mu byiduhetse nahoranisha reka tukurate tukuvuge ibigwi wowe tubumbiye hamwe twese abanyarwanda uko watubyaye berwa sugira singizwa iteka horana imana murage mwiza ibyo tugukeresha ntibishyikirirwa umuco dusangiye uraturanga ururimi rwacu rukaduhuza ubwenge umutima amaboko yacu ntibigukungahaze bikwiye nugutera imbere ubutitsa abakurambere b'intwari bitanze batizigama baraguhanga uva mu bukombe utsinda ubukoroni n'amatsi ibihugu byayogoje Afurika yose none uraganje mu bwigenge tukomeye kuko turi twese umeze imihigo Rwanda dukunda twagurukiye kukwitangira ngo amahoro asabe mu bagutuye wishyire wizane muri byose urangwe n'icyagutera imbere uhari umubano n'amahanga yose maze ijambo ryawe riguhe ijambo
Tamba ulilinde jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tulilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tulilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Viwandani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe kwa hali na mali, tulijenge jumuiya bora. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Kaminuza y'Iburasirazuba bw'Afurika mu Rwanda, wowe shema ryacu, wowe mizero yacu, cishabiro komeza gutsimbagira gitore mu ruhando rw'amahanga komeza uganze uhora imbere ni wowe soko y'ubumenyi ubushobozi n'indangagaciro ganza 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 twabawe reka tukuvuga ibigwi urashoboye abatakuzi bakumenye kandi bagusobanukirwe wowe soko y'ubumenyi ubushobozi n'indangagaciro wowe mubyeyi urera neza kandi urera gipfura kaminuza yacu wahawe icyerekezo cy'ejo hazaza sugira uhorane isumbwe uri ingeri afurika n'isi yose bimenye kuri rudasumbwa wowe soko y'ubumenyi ubushobozi n'indangagaciro ganza 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 twabawe reka tukuvuga ibigwi urashoboye abatakuzi bakumenye kandi bagusobanukirwe wowe soko y'ubumenyi ubushobozi n'indangagaciro
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Lord Father, as we gather here today to celebrate this important milestone in the life of this university, Father, we seek for your guidance in everything that we plan to do today. We ask for the Holy Spirit to be with us here and take care of our safety and the proceedings as we continue to celebrate and smile and have happiness in this moment. We thank you, Lord, for everything that this university has been able to achieve. We thank you, Lord, for the founders and ask for your blessings to continue to be poured upon them. We thank the university administrators and the students, Lord, for your protection and for your guidance in everything that this university has been able to achieve. We ask you, Father, to continue to guide this university and to let this university shine in the community as part of its mission. Father, as we gather here today, we want to celebrate this second graduation of the university in pomp and pageantry. We are thankful, Lord, that all that comes from you. This we all ask in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please be seated. Now I hand over to my colleague Julius to invite the Chancellor to constitute the congregation. Thank you. Dr. Can we get the remarks of the representative of the graduating class? Kibazo barimo kutwumva bo. Kuko niba batarimo kutwumva we wait. Impamvu yo kuba tuvuga batakumva nabo bavuga tutabumva. Hello, hello, Kampala, do you get us?
Thank you. The guest of honor, the Chancellor, the Chairman Board of Trustees, Chief Executive Director Board of Trustees, Chairman of the University Council East African University Rwanda, University Council members present, the Vice Chancellor, the Deputy Vice Chancellors, distinguished guests, lecturing and non-lecturing staff of East African University Rwanda, parents, guardians, sponsors, spouses and friends, fellow graduates, the entire East African University Rwanda students and community, ladies and gentlemen, I salute you in your respective dignitaries. Hakim Mjenyi is my name. It gives me utmost pleasure on behalf of the graduating class of 2021 to say welcome to this virtual celebration and thank you for celebrating this special day with us. Reminiscing about our time here as students of business administration and management studies, filmmaking and film production, education, tourism, hotel and leisure management, there are excess of words that can be used to describe the trial and our feelings. A few years ago, each one of us made a decision to pursue a degree course in our magnificent university. I bet in the middle of it, due to a number of milestones and hurdles that lie through to us, we felt challenged and almost giving up, and honestly speaking, some of our colleagues did so, while those of us who are here today stuck through it thick and thin. We have shown capacity to set goals and achieve them. At this juncture, once again, permit me, ladies and gentlemen, to congratulate the fellow graduates upon this great achievement. Congratulations to you all. I want to encourage you to use the same spirit that you have shown, the sacrifices you have made, the sleepless nights you have endured. This, I promise you, dear colleagues, is our ticket to our next destination. I want to encourage you to keep learning, because learning and experience never stops. Education, they say, is the key to success. I add that a transformative education is a candle that will light our paths when darkness shows its ugly face. It is in the key that will open the doors of despair. It is the key that strengthens hope. And this is the sound and education. This is the sound and excellent education that East African University Rwanda offers in this beautiful country of Rwanda. I'm honored on my own behalf and on behalf of my colleagues to extend our heartfelt gratitude and sincere thanks to the founders of this magnificent institution of higher learning. We again want to extend our sincere thanks to all the people who have been there for us, our parents, our guardians, spouses, sponsors, and friends. Thank you for your moral, spiritual, and financial assistance to make our challenging journey come to an end. Again, let me take this opportunity to thank our administrators and teaching staff of your expertise, love, words of encouragement, and counsel that you portray to us during our stay with you. To my fellow graduates, maybe a decade from now, we may not remember some of the theories we learned in class, but we will remember the love, the cooperation, and fun we shared here. And at the end of the day, it is this love of ourselves, our friends, our university, our country, and humanity that will make the difference in our lives. I'm proud to say that today we have grown and we are different from the people who have been when we first got here. I say congratulations again and wish you laughter and good health. Congratulations and thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, representative of the graduating class. I now invite the Vice Chancellor to address the congregation. Thank you.
The chief guest, the Chancellor, the Chairman BOT, the Chief Executive Director, members of University Council, mayors of districts, parents and guardians, invited guests, esteemed graduates, all protocol observed, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm greatly honored to welcome you all to East African University Rwanda second graduation ceremony. This event is certainly historical. In normal circumstances, we will be congregated together in all our numbers as the East African University Rwanda community of management, faculty, students, parents, friends, partners, and local community members. But times have changed due to COVID-19 pandemic, and we have therefore to confer degrees and award diplomas and certificates virtually. I particularly want to welcome the chief guest. He has been here, the governor of Eastern Province. So we are profoundly excited by your presence. He has been here. We don't take it for granted. We wish him all the best and look forward to increase our partnership between the East African University and his office. I am delighted to see so many of you lodged in and following this event from your respective locations. Mr. Chancellor, sir, this second graduation is an important event in the history of the East African University Rwanda, since its commencement following a cabinet sitting of 20th March 2015, where a decision was made to grant East African University Rwanda full-fledged university status. The decision was officially gazetted on 30th June 2015. The government of Rwanda, through Higher Education Council, HEC, has in endeavor to ensure higher learning institutions comply with the highest standards and quality in teaching delivery. HEC has conducted several audits in all higher learning institutions, and East African University Rwanda has, in all those occasions, been found to be compliant and willing to comprehensively implement any recommendations given by auditors. This has ensured that we remain in operation even as some institutions were closed. The university was accredited with 5 programs: bachelor's degree with honors in business administration, bachelor's degree with honors in education, bachelor's degree with honors in industrial art and design, bachelor's degree with honors in filmmaking and film production, and bachelor's degree with honors in mass communication. These 5 programs align with key strategic sectors of the country's economy. They run under 4 respective schools, which offer as well qualifications from diplomas to degrees level. The university is also committed to continuously review its academic curricula to sustain a balance between class theory and industrial practice. The curriculum review process is participatory by embracing interaction with key stakeholders such as professional bodies and industries. Today, we are proudly graduating in this second commencement 145 candidates for bachelor's degree with honors in business administration, 2 candidates for bachelor's degree with honors in mass communication, 21 candidates for bachelor's degree with honors in education, and 14 candidates for bachelor's degree with honors in filmmaking and film production. We'll be also awarding advanced diplomas to 56 candidates and certificates for short courses to 57 candidates. Mr. Chancellor, sir, East African University Rwanda recognizes the critical role played by research and development in accelerating economic development. In an effort to participate in solving various problems affecting the country, the university is set to promote and participate in research, consultancy, and dissemination of knowledge, skills, and competency development. Some lecturers have published books, book chapters, and articles in international peer-reviewed journals. Every last academic year, East African University Rwanda has hosted and participated in various public lectures, conferences, seminars, and workshops. The East African University Rwanda has good collaborations with the public and private sectors. It belongs to Badru Dunga Katerega BDK Universities Network, which includes Kampala University in Uganda and the East African University Kitengela, Kenya. It is a full member of Inter-University Council of East Africa and Organisation Rwandaise des Institutions Privées d'Enseignement Supérieur. East African University Rwanda has established partnership with Film Houses Production, whereby it will be exchanging staff and materials. Furthermore, it has memorandum of understanding with secondary schools, hotels, and restaurants where students have been conducting their teaching practice and internship. The university also started engaging banks which have branches in Nyagatare town, such as Koje Bank and Bank of Kigali. Chief guest and Chancellor, sir, in the new reality of combating COVID-19 pandemic, East African University Rwanda has refurbished its remote learning infrastructure to ensure the online learning experience is as effective as on-site learning. The university has acquired up-to-date remote learning software, enhanced its e-resources and library, and also conducted training on e-learning use for both faculty and students. Today, our classes are conducted in a blended mode of both online and on-site. In on-site sessions, we have put in place all measures as guided by the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Health. Mr. Chancellor, sir, since the inception of East African vs. Rwanda, we have a history of triumphs. We have not yet had a history of setbacks. With the recent crisis in the higher education sector in Rwanda, that saw some universities closed and others had their programs suspended, we want to take this great opportunity to thank the Board of Trustees and the entire BDK Universities Network and that stood by East African vs. Rwanda, providing that what all required to see us surviving the storm and reach this precious moment. Allow me to quote Anatole France, a French academician who wrote in 1896, "To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream, not only plan, but also believe." We are a university that expects to succeed. International strategies to propel East African vs. Rwanda to the next level shall resolve around opening a branch in Kigali City. Repositioning East African vs. Rwanda to evolve as a strong research-based institution, introducing new programs and mounting of short courses. Since assuming my position as acting Vice-Chancellor of this young but great university, I've received numerous delegations and visitors. I've experienced how they respect East African vs. Rwanda and hold it in highest esteem. Our visibility and impact in Nyagatare are opening great opportunities and also instilling in us a strong sense of responsibility. Now is the time to look ahead, and as we do so, we are happy to do it with the local government. Guests of honor, distinguished guests, our celebration for clocking 6 years in provision of quality education has not come by accident. It has been through the concerted efforts and teamwork of various stakeholders. I wish to salute the Chairman BOT, Ambassador Professor Katerega, the Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Jolie Irangunda Katerega, and the entire Board of Trustees for the support, guidance, and advice accorded to us over time. May I also express my gratitude to the University Council, the senior management and staff for setting up the necessary infrastructure to make East African vs. Rwanda a prestigious destination of academic excellence. I wish to pay special thanks to the community at large for promoting East African vs. Rwanda, since most of our students come from the neighboring region. We are indeed strengthened by your solidarity. Once again, our renewed thanks to the guest of honor. He has been here in the morning, the Chancellor, the Board of Trustees, the University Council, and all of you for gracing the occasion with your esteemed presence. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor, for that wonderful address that has taken the people in the congregation through the history, a brief history and background of the university and how far we have been able to move up to this point. I would therefore wish to ask the chairman of the University Council, Professor Ndabaga, to come over and give us his remarks.
Now that I've been given some preventives, I think I can shift my mask a bit. The chief guest, the governor of Eastern Province, as you have been told, he has been here briefly, and he addressed us virtually. You listen to his speech shortly. The Chancellor of the University of East African University, Rwanda, and the BDK, the Chairman, Board of Trustees, the Chief Executive Director, Board of Trustees, the Vice Chancellor, members of the University Council, Mayor of Nyagatare, I guess in absentia, parents and guardians, invited guests, dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Shalom to you all. Assalamu alaikum. It is with my much delight and pleasure that I take this opportunity to welcome you to East African University Rwanda for this second and historical graduation ceremony. It is historical because it is the first virtual graduation ceremony to be held. In this point, epistemological and pedagogical stance has come true. That is, learning is a process until we die. Here we are graduating virtually, where even us of age, popularly known as BBC, born before computers, we are able to do it. So sometimes bad things come with good things. On behalf of the University Council and on my own behalf, I would like to congratulate everyone who is graduating today for achieving this milestone in their academic life. In the same way, let me also congratulate the university management, members of staff, and the entire university community on this special occasion. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I wish to note the hard work and dedication that Board of Trustees and University Management at the same time, the special love and care they have shown to the growth of this university. If it weren't those factors, indeed we wouldn't be where we are today. This has been made possible because of the amicable relationship, the University Council, the management, Senate, and all the students coming together and work for the common goal. Believing that quality teaching must be supported by adequate infrastructure, the Council has supported the university management in its endeavor to hire more lecturers, qualified lecturers, set up laboratories, libraries, studios, offices, and other related facilities. Of course, in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemics and the new realities, it has brought online learning. And so, the BOT and entire management have been supportive of the university's endeavor to acquire and install necessary facilities required to ensure online learning is effective and efficient. I sincerely thank the university leadership for its commitment in transforming the university into a trusted institution of higher learning. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to congratulate once again the graduating class of February 2021. We are here today to celebrate one of your strongest pillars and foundation of your future success. Remember, one of our country's national targets is to make Rwanda a knowledge-based economy. And for a couple of years, the government of Rwanda has evidently demonstrated the capacity and willingness to achieve this target by helping institutions of higher learning do their work professionally and effectively. I, therefore, commend you, dear graduates and lecturers, as well as dear parents and guardians, for the efforts you have put in making this day a reality. As you leave, dear graduates, remember that charity begins at home. And so, endeavor to make your alma mater forever a respectable and a well-known institution. More so, make it a point to join and strengthen the Alumni Association, through which you can make your contribution to the university's development. Once again, let me wholeheartedly congratulate you for your achievement and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman, University Council. I now wish to hand over to my colleague Julius in Kampala to invite the Chancellor to address the congregation. Julius, over to you now.
Thank you, Mr. Oscar, and the Vice Chancellor and the Chairman Council. Thank you so much for your great speeches. At this moment in time, may I take the opportunity to first clarify for the general public and members of press, this is East African University, Rwanda, not Kampala University. So as you're capturing it in the mainstream media and social media, please, it is East African University, Rwanda, not Kampala University. And allow me take the chance and privilege to happily invite our beloved Chancellor, Honorable Professor George Mondo Kagonyera, to give his speech. Professor, you're most welcome. We are glad to have you with a lot of enthusiasm. Good morning.
Guest, the Chairman, Board of Trustees, the Chief Executive Director, Board of Trustees, the Vice Chancellor, Chairman and the members of the University Council, mayors of districts, eminences, the religious leaders, local government and opinion leaders, parents and guardians, invited guests, esteemed graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Before I read my speech, let me express a personal and individual appreciation of the presentation of the Vice Chancellor and the Chairman of the University Council. We've been going through very difficult times, I am therefore extremely pleased that the circumstances have not deterred our beloved university from continuing to perform as an educational institution. So I congratulate you. Secondly, I want to appreciate the fact that the East African University Rwanda does not only advance knowledge and education, but we also have a social contrast to participate in activities leading to the development of Rwanda. So I thank you very much indeed for that. Now my speech. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to this second graduation ceremony. This is indeed a historic occasion, given that it is the first virtual graduation at East African University Rwanda. This is an occasion that we have all been looking forward to as an end to a sequence of activities leading to the award of various degrees and diplomas. To you, students, parents, sponsors, staff, and the Board of Trustees, I have this to say. I wish to recognize the people who have been part of the success that we are celebrating today. First, I congratulate the students who have worked tediously to meet the academic requirements of the courses that they have pursued. Particularly, I commend the graduates for their patience, given that they have had to wait for this moment for nearly a year, a delay occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic. I also appreciate the different roles played by parents, guardians, sponsors, supportive friends, spouses, and many others towards the achievement of your success. I would also like to give recognition to the lecturers who have worked day by day with the students to ensure that they make progress in their studies. I wish to commend management of the university for the hard work and innovativeness clearly demonstrated in the adoption and implementation of the online learning system in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. In the same vein, I wish to applaud the Board of Trustees under the able leadership of the founder and chief sponsor, Ambassador Alhaj Professor Badru Dungu Katerega, and Mrs. Jolie Irankunda Shubaiha Katerega, the Chief Executive Director, Board of Trustees, for financing and guiding the institution more so at this very critical moment. To the government of Rwanda, we thank the government of Rwanda through the Higher Education Council for the technical guidance, direction, and support which has enabled the institution to sustain during the COVID-19 pandemic. In my role as first Chancellor, I pledge to continue supporting East African University Rwanda in its bid to become a tower of academic excellence nationally and regionally, as well as contributing towards community transformation through innovative research and sustainable community outreach programs. In conclusion, our graduates, you are winners, and you have made us all winners. The journey you have embarked on several years ago has been both long and arduous. Now that you have been able to reach the end is highly commendable. Let me therefore once again congratulate you for making us proud. As you enter a new phase in your lives, that is the world of work, we are confident that you will be able to perform and improve your lifestyles while serving the community in which you live, as well as our country and the world at large. As you exit, please organize to stay alive and stay safe. I congratulate you once again. Thank you for listening to me.
A very big thank you, our beloved Chancellor, Professor George Mondo Kagonyera, for your great speech. I now take the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, who are watching us live from TV10, live in Rwanda, and of course from Kampala here. I'm happy to inform you that it is the chairman, Board of Trustees, who is actually the man who is heavily decorated. This is his moment to address you, and he's having a lot of titles, but we shall reserve some of them due to time. I can see now in Uganda, it is 11 a.m., and in Rwanda, it is 10 a.m. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite His Excellency, Ambassador Alhaj, Professor Emeritus, National Hero, Chairman, Board of Trustees, East African University, Rwanda, Chairman, Board of Trustees, the East African University, Kitengela in Nairobi, Kenya, and Vice Chancellor, Kampala University, Original, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary, holder of King Abdulaziz First Class Medal in East, Central, and Southern Africa, holder of the Pearl of Africa Role Model Medal, and of course, the founder of all those great institutions that I have mentioned, and he's a Salongo, meaning he's a father of twins. So diplomatically, he's an ambassador, politically, he's a Owekitiibwa, biologically, he's a Salongo, and financially, he's a Muzukulu wa Sente. He's a grandson of money. Can you imagine? So Professor, the founder of this great institution, East African University, Rwanda, based in Nyagatare, Eastern Province. Sir, you're most welcome to address this great second congregation.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The chief guest, the Chancellor, the Deputy Chairperson, EOT and Chief Executive Director of EOT, Jole Shubaiha Katarega, the family of the BDK Universities Network International, the Chairman, University Council of East African University, Rwanda, the Chairman, University Council, Kampala University, who is also our special guest on this end, Professor Abidi, East African University Rwanda Council members present, the Vice Chancellor, East African University Rwanda, the Vice Chancellor, the East African University Kenya, and also the Vice Chancellor Kampala University, Oregano, the Mayor of Nyagatare and other local leaders, distinguished guests, the convocation of the East African University Rwanda alumni, teaching and non-teaching staff, parents, guardians and sponsors, and spouses, graduates, and the current students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Mr. Chancellor, sir, permit me to welcome our chief guest, the Governor of the Eastern Province, Honorable Fred Mufuruche, for accepting our invitation to grace this auspicious occasion. He has just been here and has left with the message. In the same vein, I wish in a special way to welcome you, Mr. Chancellor, and all the distinguished guests who are part of this second congregation, which we are holding virtually as part of the new normal. Today's graduation, as you may all realize, this function should have been held much earlier, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, with all its negative consequences, we had to postpone it, hoping that the situation would soon normalize. Since the situation has not significantly changed, we have decided to hold it today and to hold it virtually. We deeply regret any inconvenience this may cause to our stakeholders. You may wish to note that on this scientific occasion, the ceremony is being covered live by TV10 Rwanda and also live streamed from both Nyagatare and Kampala, whereby the Chancellor and myself and my deputy are based at Kampala University here, graduation grounds, while the chief guest and the management and the graduates are at the East African University, Rwanda, in Nyagatare, Eastern Province of Rwanda. I wish to thank the technical teams of both sides for this communication miracle. Why don't you clap for them? The Board of Trustees established the East African University Rwanda way back in 2013 as a unique institution that would offer demand-driven, practical, market-oriented, and innovative programs that would enable our graduates to create their enterprises and provide employment instead of seeking for employment. That was the philosophy behind the creation of the East African University of Rwanda. Therefore, it is no wonder that we started with the programs such as filmmaking and film production. And people are graduating today with degrees in filmmaking and film production. We are the only university in the whole of Eastern, Central, and Southern region of Africa to offer degrees in this special area of filmmaking and film production. So we started filmmaking and film production. We started with mass communication and journalism, leisure tourism and hotel management, art and design, just to mention but a few. I am happy to learn that in this graduation class, we are releasing to the whole world, the world of work, highly qualified, skilled, and well-motivated professional graduates in the areas already mentioned. That is the trend we intend to pursue even when we develop new curricula, especially in the scientific and technical arena. That's where we are going. Kigali campus. In February 2017, the East African University of Rwanda requested the Minister of Education through Higher Education Council, HEC, to open up a campus in Kigali. This was to enable the population of Kigali and beyond to access our unique programs. This application was accepted by the Minister of Education in March 2018. Since then, East African University of Rwanda has put in place all the requirements needed to launch the Kigali campus. We have so far gone through 2 serious inspections of the same, and we are waiting for the final one next week, inshallah. We strongly appeal as BOT to the Higher Education Council to expedite the process, as our investment is non-performing and very costly to the Board of Trustees. Gratitude. Our sincere gratitude is extended to the BDK Universities Network International, the Chief Executive Director, Board of Trustees, Mrs. Jole Irakunda Katarega, the Chairman and members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, and all members of the senior management, staff, both academic and administrative, the Guild President and the entire university body, for sustaining the institution during this critical moment and preparing it to greater heights, COVID-19 notwithstanding. We thank the university for successfully putting in place all the SOPs for COVID-19 pandemic and embracing the e-learning strategy, thus fulfilling all the requirements for Higher Education Council's authorization to operate an institute of higher learning during the lockdown of the pandemic. We have been operational because we fulfilled all that is required to operate during the pandemic. So we congratulate the management of EAUR for a job very well done. A message to the parents and guardians and sponsors. We are indeed indebted to you all for the confidence and trust you have bestowed upon us when you met your financial obligations, and also for entrusting your wonderful children with the institution. We thank the government of Rwanda for supporting the institution, and especially in meeting the obligations of the FARAG students, many of whom are graduating today. To the graduates, farewell to all our 290 plus graduates who will be graduating today and who will in a few moments turn into graduates. Please accept our appreciation for your success. As you exit EAUR gates, I appeal to you to remain agents of change and transformation wherever you will be. You should always keep in touch with the mother institution or alma mater, meaning the East African University. Don't go away forever. remain in touch. Ensure to remain a useful member of the Alumni Association. I also encourage you to think of coming back for further studies as we plan to offer master's and doctoral programs in the near future. Thank you again for your audience, and I thank also Kampala University for the support that you have given this young institution of ours, both by your presence and the wonderful preparations on this side. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor, for being there for the BDK Universities Network and for your concern about our quality. Again, thank you again for your audience, and in the meanwhile, stay safe, observe the SOPs, and stay alive. Viva the East African University, Rwanda. Thank you for your audience. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, let's join up our hands once again to make a thunderous applause for the brainchild behind the establishment of this great institution, East African University, Rwanda. Thank you so much, Professor, for your great message. Members of staff from the BDK Universities Network, thank you so much for your presence. Really, we salute you. Members of press from different media houses, you are most welcome to your university, East African University, Rwanda, a sister university to Kampala University. These two institutions are different, but same father, same mother, different location, and life moves on slowly. Okay. So we have shared here as the organizing team of Kampala and that of Rwanda, and we have agreed that our mama, the chairman, the chairperson and chief executive officer, Board of Trustees, to say hello to you, our friends who are watching from Rwanda, our friends who are graduating. Of course, where there is a mother, everything is fine. So, dear our beloved Chief Executive Director, BOT, the floor is yours to say hello to your sons and daughters who are graduating, and immediately after you, we shall just switch back to Mr. Oscar to take us in the next part of the program. Madam, you're most welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Sekatawa. Good morning and salam alaikum. Mr. Chancellor, sir, thank you for coming for the second graduation of the East African University. East African University, muraho. Bifurije graduation nziza. Abanyeshuri bagraduatinze bifurije graduation nziza. Namwe musohotse hanze muzitware neza nimuzadusebye. Murakoze mugira umunsi mwiza. Thank you.
Urakoze cyane, madam. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Oscar Ininyagatare.
Thank you, Julius. Let me also take a personal opportunity to thank the Chancellor for a wonderful speech, and also the chairperson BDK, owekitiibwa Alihaji ebitiibwa bingi naye nze nkomyawo, owekitiibwa Alihaji Salongo, Professor Emeritus, founder of the BDK network. Thank you very much for the wonderful speeches that you have delivered. Now is the moment to listen to the speech of the guest of honor who was with us here a short while ago but could not sit in through the ceremony. I now request the team here to share the speech he made a short while ago. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Dear Chancellor, Chairman, Board of Trustees, Chief Executive Director, Board of Trustees, Chairman of University Council of East African University Rwanda, University Council members present, Vice Chancellor, teaching and non-teaching staff, parents, guardians, sponsors, dear graduates, students, ladies and gentlemen. It's with great pleasure that I join graduates, parents, guardians, and the audience following us. We celebrate this second graduation ceremony of East African University Rwanda. I start by congratulating the university and the graduates for their determination and hard work that has resulted in our gathering here today, and I commend the university management for this milestone achieved today. The East African University Rwanda came as another great asset to the education sector in our country and Eastern Province in particular, easing access to higher learning to a number of students in the region who would otherwise meet additional costs have they gone too far other places for the same service. Dear graduates, graduation ceremony is one-sided dream filled in pursuit of excellence, and on the other side, a time for reflection, not only on this achievement, but also your future in regard to your career and life interests. Your graduation today is a clear evidence that your focused efforts can result into celebrations. I congratulate you, your parents, guardians, professors, lecturers, for the sacrifices and efforts that have enabled you to attain this privileged honor. I exhort you to always remember to thank those who have stood by you, and for you, lecturers, parents, guardians, spouses, sponsors, and even your peers. Let me take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to thank the Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Ambassador Professor Badru Katerega, and the Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Jolie RWANDA Katerega, for having taken a bold initiative to start East African University in Rwanda, and particularly in Nyagatare district, which supplemented government efforts of developing this district as a secondary city. The start is always challenging, but I commend you this initiative of investing in education, which is sometimes a no-go zone for most investors. As it has been the commitment of Eastern Province to work closely with the private sector, we are here for you, as it was from the start, to promote the quality of education in our country. And I would like to applaud East African University Rwanda for having been compliant on both international and local university requirements, but most importantly, to adopt the e-learning system during this period of COVID-19 pandemic. Keep strengthening your quality assurance systems, adhere to more standards, and invite more international standard audits. And in so doing, your global scale will be better and your products more stronger, not only competing on a global scale, but also addressing local and global socio-economic challenges. Dear graduates and hopeful students, I want to inspire you, bearing in mind that The legends today are celebrated due to their ability to address social problems in their societies, and their efforts later scaled up to global demands. Eastern Province, where we are today, is rich in potential of agriculture and livestock, trade, cultural tourism, and other industries, all in need for potential brain to tap into and generate more returns. Each one of you is a candidate of generating more riches by investing in Eastern Province and particularly this sector. Whether you are a fresh graduate or a researcher in whatever discipline, opportunities are outside here waiting for you. I want to also emphasize, dear graduates and parents, specifically graduates, I want to end my speech by quoting the words of wisdom from our President, President Kagame. He says, "You are now joining your parents as partners to work side by side to build your country. I call on you to uphold right values. Work hard for yourselves, your families, and your nation." Graduates, you must make use of this knowledge you have acquired and be good ambassadors of this university. I wish you well in your future endeavors. Once again, I want to thank the stakeholders and congratulate the graduates and even the lecturers for this milestone achieved. God bless you.
Thank you very much for listening in on the speech of our guest of honor. I now proceed to call the academic registrar to come forward and invite the deans of the different schools to present graduates for the award of degrees, diplomas, and certificates in various qualifications. I need to clarify one thing on how this will proceed. The dean will call out all the names of the various bachelor's degrees in the particular school, and the chancellor will confer the degrees to the persons whose names shall have been read at once. Once that is done, we will also proceed to the diplomas and the certificates in that order. We will not have one degree option and then conferring, the qualifications on those persons. It will be one set of all the bachelors in that particular school will be read out, and then the conferment will be at once. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to invite the deans of the schools of Business Administration and Management Studies, School of Filmmaking and Film Production, School of Mass Communication, School of Education, and School of Industrial Art and Design to present to you the candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the conferment of bachelor's degrees, advanced diplomas, and certificates in respective schools of East African University, Rwanda. School of Business Administration and Management Studies.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with honors in accounting of Eastern African University, Rwanda. But Bachelor of Business Administration with honors in accounting, first class. Abahuje Providence, Kairanga Alex, Kitone Margaret, Murenzi Paul. Second class upper, Abatesi Naomi, Gato Filemo, Ingabire Kellen, Kangezi Emmanuel, Kama Tennessee Jacqueline, Manirareba Gustave, Mugeman Johnson, Mugeni Brenda, Mukamutara Jessica, Mukanshimiro Ikirezi Yasente, Mugwakuzwe Alex, Murungi Alice, Mushayija Dan, Niyonshuti Claude, Kubana Emi, Zamukosha Agnes, Rurandi Patience, Rurangirwa James, Tuyisenge Jacqueline, Umuhoza Rit, Umutoni Chantal, Uineza Diane. Second class lower, Asimwe Eric, Bugenimana Olive, Kampire Marie Claire, Mbabazi Chantal, Muhayimana Marie Claire, Muhongerwa Frida, Muhorakeye Mart, Mukamana Olive, Mukunde Dan, Munana Gerard, Muragijimana Harriet, Musaniwabo Ernestine, Mutuyimana Ridamta, Mwesige Edia, Niragire Ange, Niyonkuru Orea, Nyirabahimana Janet, Zayisenga Penina, Umulisa Jennifer, Uwikunda Rebecca, Uwimana Devota, Uwimbabazi Claudine, Uwitonze Fiona, Uwizeyimana Illuminé, Uwizeyimana Xavera, Uwibabara Clementine, Safari Emmanuel. Pass, Kaitesi Monique, Mukakarisa Elena. Mr. Chancellor, sir,
names have been read, have been presented. The degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with honors in accounting.
Mr. Chancellor, sir,
University, Rwanda.
I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with honors in finance of Eastern African University, Rwanda. Bachelor of Business Administration with honors in finance, first class, Gatsingazi Paul, Mugenyi Abdulakim. Second class upper, Abayisenga Agnes, Adinatwe Koleb, Saleluya Sarah, Bahizi Gasasira Ben, bazizane Yvette, Businge Peace, Chabatuku Janet, Gisa Sekina Ninga Silas, Habimana Emab, Atangimana Jean Baptiste, Kabihogo Annette, Katurebe Moses, Kwizera Didas Masai, Mbabazi Dative, Mukankuranga Jacqueline, Mutabaruka Lambert, Mutabazi Alex, Dayambaje Eric, Nikuze Sarah, Sanzumuremyi Prosper, Nuwagaba Benon, Zabirinda Anastase, Rukundo Sam, Tuyizere Solange, Uwamahoro Jacqueline, Uwamwiza Anna, Uwera Winnie, Uwimana Jane, Uwimana Marceline. Second class lower, Abakundwa Monique, Bazizane Face, Chakwera Oliver, Gasingwa Emmanuel, Ingabire Alice, Kabasinga Mab, Kagisha Frank, Kalisa Oswald, Kansime Shalon, Karakwende Robert, Karengera Paul, Kayesu Hope, Kobusinge Anik, Mbabazi Jennifer, Mbabazi Scovia, Mugisha Benon, Muhayimana Tarsis, Mukandamage Winnie, Mukandori Harriet, Mukansanga Claudine, Mundende Frank, Murangwa Olivier, Murekatete Therese, Murenzi George, Murungi Esther, Musisi Edward, Muteteri Oliver, Mutabazi Fred, Mwesige Patrick, Ndori Charles, Niyitegeka Clementine, Kusi God, Rugamba Cyprien, Tuyisenge Mathilde, Umuhoza Delphine, Umwiza Kellen, Uwizeye Geoffrey, Pass, Kitiese Antoine. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirement of the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with honors in the procurement of Eastern African University, Rwanda. Bachelor of Business Administration with honors in procurement. Second class upper, Mutoni Diane, Nabasa Rachel. Second class lower, Ishimwe Piero, Mukagakwaya Anne, Mutoni Wase Isimbi Mariette, Ruremesha Innocent, Shaka Frank. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with honors in Human Resource Management of East African University, Rwanda. Bachelor of Business Administration with honors in Human Resource Management. Second class upper, Gatambara Mugabo James. Second class lower, Nemeye Eugene, Rukundo Mike, Pass, Kubito Fred. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the degree of Bachelor with honors in Leisure, Tourism, and Hotel Management of East African University, Rwanda. Bachelor of Leisure, Tourism, and Hotel Management. First class, Irimaso François Xavier. Second class upper, Abonimana Eveline, Mutabaruka Abbas, Niyigena Samuel, Tagozera Vedast, Udahemuka Victory, Uimana Clarice. Second class lower, Karegeya Geoffrey, Rubimbura Charles, Pass, Mutesi Valentine.
Over to the Chancellor now for conferring.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been presented the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the honors in finance of East Africa University, here. By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been presented the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the honors in procurement of East African University, Rwanda. By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been presented the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the honors in Human Resource Management of East African University, Rwanda. And by virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been presented the degree of Bachelor with honors in leisure, tourism, and hotel management of East African University, Rwanda. I congratulate you.
Can we kindly request the Chancellor to also confer upon those who have completed in accounting?
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been presented the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with honors in accounting of East African University, Rwanda.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the Advanced Diploma in Leisure, Tourism, and Hotel Management of East African University, Rwanda. Advanced Diploma in Leisure, Tourism, and Hotel Management. Credit: Akayezu Alphonsine, Baziruwiha Jean de Dieu, Ingabire Yasse Angélique, Kayigire Anastase, Artanaz, Maniraguha Françoise, Mukamuhire Solange, Mukamurisa Josephine, Mukashaka Dativa, Murwanashaka Emile, Nagize Maria Angélique, Ngira Babyeyi Félicien, Ngira Maria Elisabeth, Niyibizi Jean-Claude, Niyo Mushumba Jean Nepo, Niyo Nsenga Marie-Jeanne, Sengimana Aimé, Nyirangizwe N'Imana Marceline, Nyiranshuti Benise, Nzayinambaho David, Tuyambaze Alice, Twizerimana Justin, Umuhoza Liliane, Umutoniwase Chantal, Uwamahoro Alice, Uwamaria Clementine, Uwamaria Jeannette, Uwase Marie Claire, Uwase Zulaï, Yankurije Jeannette, Yankurije Solange, Satisfactory, Ukwibishaka Ferdinand. Certificate. You wait. Yes. Promise order.
Entrusted to me, I award all those persons whose names have been presented the Advanced Diploma in Leisure, Tourism and Hotel Management of East African University, Rwanda. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the certificate in front office and housekeeping of East African University, Rwanda. Certificate in front office and housing keeping. Credit. Hakorimana Venuste. Ishimwe Dea. Kirushwa Elvis. Umuhoza Donata. Umutoni Ridamta. Uyisenga Jamil. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the certificate in food production of Eastern African University, Rwanda. Certificate in food production. Credit. Bizimana Daniel. Ingabire Aline. Kangondo Flavia. Kankindi Gerardine. Kugimana Odile. Mizero Patrick. Mugwaneza Beni. Mukamuhirwa Rosette. Mukandayisenga Claudine. Mukaniyibizi Tarsienne. Mukeshimana Jean-Claude. Munyampundu Evode. Murebwa Yire Angelique. Ngabonziza Steven. Gendahimana Pierre Claver. Niwe Mukobwa Pascaline. Niyigaba Veneranda. Niyizigihe Specials. Niyo Buhungiro Rebecca. Niyo Niringiye Jeannette. Niyo Nsaba Marie Rose. Niyo Yita Jacqueline. Sabimana Julien. Nyandwi Gilbert. Ukurikiye Amahoro Vestine. Umuhoza Diane. Umuhoza Honorine. Umukazana Aime. Umurisa Angelique. Mumararungu Feza. Uwamahoro Joseline. Wanyirigira Gertrude. Uwimana Vestine. Uwimpuhwe Fortuné. Uwera Chantal. Uwizera Emerance.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I congratulate all those persons whose names have been presented for being awarded the certificate in front office and housekeeping of East African University, Rwanda. By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I congratulate all those persons whose names have been presented for being awarded the certificate in food production of East African University, Rwanda. I congratulate you.
To present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirement of the degree of Bachelor with Honor in Filmmaking and Film Production of the East African University, Rwanda. Bachelor of Film and Film Production, second class upper. Ngabikwiye Eric, Niyokwizera Eli, Tuyisenge Thierry, Twagirayezu Arnaud, second class law. Bakari Jackson, Kwizera Gonzague, Mizero Yves, Mutoni Nelly, Rugema Theogène, Chimwe Kyusa Gilles, Twagirimana Gerard, Uwase Olga, Uwonkunda Aimable, Pass, Mutsinzi Robert. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirement of the Advanced Diploma in Filmmaking and Film Production of East African University.
Sorry, let's the Chancellor first confer on the degrees first.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been presented the degree of Bachelor with Honors in Filmmaking and Film Production of East African University, Rwanda.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the Advanced Diploma in Filmmaking and Film Production of East African University, Rwanda. Advanced Diploma in Filmmaking and Film Production. Credit. Iradukunda Regis, Murebwaire Marie-Louise, Murwanashyaka Florien, Mutazana Jérôme, Ndacyayisenga Gabriel, Nigena Olivier, Satisfactory, Ndayisenga Felix.
Of the authority entrusted to me, I award all those persons whose names have been presented the Advanced Diploma in Filmmaking and Film Production of East African University, Rwanda. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirement of the Certificate in Filmmaking and Film Production of East African University, Rwanda. Certificate in Filmmaking and Film Production. Credit. Nizeimana Ibrahim, Nambara Vedast, Umwiza Assumpta, Uwanyirigira Gerardine.
Virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I congratulate all those persons whose names have been presented for being awarded the Certificate in Filmmaking and Film Production of East African University, Rwanda.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirement of the degree of Bachelor with Honor in Mass Communication of East African University, Rwanda. Second class upper, Esongo Musafiri Alain. Second class low, Kwizera Joseph.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I confer upon those persons whose names have been presented the degree of Bachelor with Honors in Mass Communication of East African University, Rwanda.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, Bachelor of Education. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Education with honors in history, geography, computer, and mathematics. First class, Mbabazi Esther. Second class upper, Menyimana Narcissus, Byiringiro Patrick, Gahongayire Florence, Habingabire Nicodem, Nishimwe Grace, Nizei Niebizi Marius, Nkubiri Pierre, Sibomana Jean Bosco, Twagirayezu Marius, Uwamariya Maria Louise. Second class upper, Bigiramungu Leonard, Nizeyesu Clarisse, Nishimimana Albert, Niyimana Eugene, Nyirashema Fabien, Bigirimana Augustine, Gatabazi Jean-Marie Vian, Arimana Focus. Second class lower, Mtungirehe Grace, Niyonsaba Gabriel, Niyamungeri Esther, Niyasioni Serene, Akayezu Maria Emile, Mukaniyonsenga Rachel, Musabimana Emmanuel. Bazibwira Festus, Agenimana Alphonsine, Havumilia Solange Didier, and Mohoza Christo.
Virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been presented the degree of Bachelor of Education with honors in History, Geography of East African University. Of East African University, Rwanda. Yeah. What are the names of mathematics?
Could the Chancellor also confer on math, computer, and math physics?
You, over the authority entrusted to me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been presented the degree of Bachelor of Education with the honors in mathematics, computer of East African University, Rwanda. And by virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been presented the degree of Bachelor of Education with the honors in mathematics, physics of East African University, Rwanda.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the Advanced Diploma in Industrial Art and Design of East African University, Rwanda. Credit. Hallelujah Deborah. Irahona Arivera. Isangwe Providence. Mukani Yonsenga Jean. Mukashema Esther. Mukatuyizere Alfonsina. Munyana Fabiola. Murengezi Innocent. Murerwa 5. Musabandi Eme Maria. Yinishimi Imana Fausta. Nyira Ngendane Imana Claudette. Tuyigumeho Dorosera. Twagirayezu Jean-Pierre. Uwamahoro Giradine. Uwimana Jeannette. Twizeyimana Alphonsine. And Owazayisenga Claudine.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I award all those persons whose names have been presented the Advanced Diploma in Industrial Art and Design of East African University, Rwanda. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the Certificate in Industrial Art and Design of East African University, Rwanda. Credit. Bamporeneza Donata. Kampire Diane. Mukamusoni Chantal. Mukani Yoshaka Oliver. Mukanabana Jacqueline. Muremahore Arore Sala. Mwez Janvier. Nyirahimana Demetrice. Rutagambwa Adan. Mutesi Lady and Owera Sorange.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I congratulate all those persons whose names have been presented for being awarded the Certificate in Industrial Art and Design of East African University, Rwanda.
Thank you, Chancellor, for this wonderful gracing and conferment of degrees and diplomas and certificates to the graduates. We now have reached a point where we would like to call upon the Chancellor, once again, who has presided over this congregation, to dissolve the congregation. May I ask my colleague down in Kampala to preside over from this point? Sorry, I have just been reminded that we need to recognize the best performing students who have been given some awards by the partners. I wish to recognize the partners of the university who have provided awards to some of the best performing students, and I wish to read them out and invite different personalities to hand over these awards. May I call upon the Vice Chancellor to come and hand over the first award, which is to Miss Chitone Margaret, who got a first-class degree with honors in accounting. Miss Chitone, I think someone give the VC a mic to explain what is in that award.
Thank you very much, MC. This award is an employment we are giving to these students. Is going to be our tutorial assistant. So you are starting your career from today as a tutorial assistant of the East African University, Rwanda. Thank you.
Thank you, VC. Our second awardee is Kairanga Alex. May I call upon the Chairman, University Council, to award Mr. Kairanga. This award is a 4G LTE device mobile router plus subscription for internet. It's from Telecommunication Network Solutions Provider, who are a partner of the East African University. We also may I request both a member of the University Council and and the representative of TV10 to come here, Charles, to award to Mujenyi Abdul Karim, who got a first class in finance. Radio TV10. As you can see, that is with that we have a DSTV decoder, dish, free installation and subscription for 3 months. Thank you very much, gentlemen. On behalf of the team based here at Nyagatare, I wish to take this opportunity to thank everybody who has participated in the ceremony. I'm not the one dissolving it. The congregation will shortly be dissolved by the Chancellor, but I wanted to take an opportunity to thank everybody who has contributed to the colorful ceremony we have gone through today. I wish to announce that as soon as the Chancellor dissolves the congregation, there will be a special announcement that I will make regarding what goes on from here. I now hand over to Secretary in Kampala to proceed with the matters of dissolving the second congregation of the East African University, Rwanda. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Mr. Oscar. And of course, we congratulate our brothers and sisters who have been awarded with diplomas and conferred with degrees. Congratulations to you. And the best performers, a very big thank you. I've seen somebody getting a DSTV. So meaning that Premier League, it is now at his reception. So we congratulate you and others. And of course, our team here in Kampala, a very big thank you. You've done a very great work. Really, the function is so flamboyant and flashy. It's a very, very great moment for each and every one here. Members of press, thank you so much. Thank you, and really, we are much indebted for your presence. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I take the chance and honor to happily invite you to dissolve. Actually, according to the program, we're supposed to have lunch at 12, 6 minutes after 12. I think that is Rwanda time. And now you can see, so we are very great time managers. Big up to the staff of East African University, Rwanda. So, Mr. Chancellor, sir, now it's your time, sir, to dissolve the second congregation of East African University, Rwanda.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I dissolve this second congregation of East African University, Rwanda, held on the 12th March, 2021. Thank you very much.
Let's have the anthems from Rwanda. Mr. Oscar, you're going to take us in the anthems, sir.
Igihugu cyacu uje imisozi ibiyaga n'ibirunga ngo byiduhetse nahoranisha reka tukurate tukuvuge ibigwi wowe tubumbiye hamwe twese abanyarwanda uko watubyaye berwa sugira singizwa iteka horana imana murage mwiza ibyo tugukesha ntibishyikirirwa umuco dusangiye uraturanga ururimi rwacu rukaduhuza ubwenge umutima amaboko yacu ntibigukungahaze bikwiye n'ugutera imbere ubutitsa abakurambere b'intwari bitanze batizigama baraguhanga uva mu bukombe utsinda ubukoroni n'amatsi ibihugu byayogoje Afurika yose none uraganje mu bwigenge tukomeye uko turi twese komeza imihigo Rwanda dukunda tuhagurukiye kukwitangira w'amahoro asabe mu bagutuye wishyire wizane muri byose urangwe n'icyagutera imbere uhari umubano n'amahanga yose maze ijambo ryawe riguhe ijambo.
Thank you very much. As the Chancellor already dissolved this congregation, I promised I would say something after, and this is with regard to what happens after this. There is lunch that will be provided, and protocol will help us to direct us as per the invitations that were given. I have also been advised that I need to recognize our partners enough, although we recognized them a short while ago, but I need to reiterate the commitment and cooperation of the different partners, particularly the media who are here today with us. I can recognize the presence of Flash Radio and TV here, and also Radio and TV 10. I also want to thank those that have provided awards to some of our best performing graduates, particularly TNSP, TV10, and the East African University of Rwanda that have recognized the importance of retaining a student here as part of the growing culture of having your own students as part of the teaching faculty. Thank you very much. I now hand over to protocol to guide the invitees to the respective places where lunch will be served. Thank you. Have a great day.
Mr. Oscar, before you go, live on TV 10, we'd like to inform the general public that the Kampala University 17th and 18th graduation ceremonies will take place on 28th and 29th April, respectively. The 17th and 18th graduation ceremonies of Kampala University will take place on the 28th and the 29th of April, respectively. I thank you for that. Now we can create a way for the Chancellor's procession.
lunch turayifatira muri sare yo hejuru sare hall B.
To put on another attire, please endeavor to come for lunch.
Hello.
Thank each and everyone for whatever you have done. The security,
nk'uko mubibona tugeze ku musozo w'ibyishimo by'uyu munsi graduation y'abanyeshuri barangije muri East African University. Harangije abanyeshuri 304, abahungu ni 100, abakobwa ni 118 n'abahungu 182. Muri rusange ni umunsi w'ibyishimo rwose. Abanyeshuri barangije kuri uyu harabahawe bachelor degree, harabahawe certificate ndetse n'abahawe diploma na advanced diploma. Iyi kaminuza rero iherereye hano i Nyagatare. Hari imiterere itandukanye, ni akarere gakungahaye ku buhinzi, yaba bw'imyumbati cyane cyane, ibishyimbo, ubworozi n'ibindi bitandukanye. Iyi kaminuza iherereye hafi n'imipaka ibiri ijya muri Uganda, umupaka wa Kagitumba ndetse n'umupaka wa Buziba, yose ikora kuri aka karere. No kuvuga ko umunyeshuri aho yaba aturutse hose, yaba ari mu bihugu bihana imbibi n'u Rwanda, no kuvuga ibihugu bya East Africa byose ashobora kuza kwiga muri kaminuza, ndetse n'uvuye i Kigali, dore ko hari ibirometero 162 na metero 900. Urumva ko ntago ari kure cyane uvuye mu mujyi wa Kigali. Uyu munsi rero ni ibyishimo bikomeye cyane. Ndakeka turi buze kwakira bamwe mu banyeshuri bahawe impamyabumenyi kuri uyu munsi bakatuganiriza uko bishimiye uyu munsi. Ariko ndabona hari umunyeshuri hafi aha ngaha reka atuganirize uko yakiriye kuba yagraduatinze kuri uyu munsi ku buryo bw'ikoranabuhanga. Uri kwiyumva ute kuri uyu munsi?
Urakoze cyane, ni ibyishimo bikomeye cyane nk'uko bizi iyo umuntu yateye imbuto aba ashaka gusarura. Ubwo rero uyu munsi ni ibyishimo cyane kuba tubashije nyine gusarura ibyo twahinze cyangwa se ibyo twateye. Muri make turishimye muri rusange.
Muri make kuki wahisemo kuza muri iyi kaminuza hano?
Urakoze, kaminuza ya East African University Rwanda yaje nk'umugisha cyane cyane wenda ku baturage b'iburasirazuba, cyane cyane ku b'akarere ka Nyagatare. Rero byahaye amahirwe abana bo mu karere ka Nyagatare kugira ubwo bushobozi cyangwa se no kugira ayo mahirwe yo kwiga amashuri arenga wenda kuri za high school. So byaje nk'amahirwe, wenda hari kaminuza nkeya, bihita biba amahirwe ko natwe tugira amahirwe nyine yo kwiga kaminuza, kuko abantu bose nibagira ubushobozi bumwe ushobora gusanga hari uwabasha kwishyurira wenda miliyoni 1 cyangwa 900, ariko iyo umuntu abonye amahirwe wenda yo kubona ubumenyi bumwe n'abandi babona akabubona hafi, biba ari amahirwe kuri twese muri rusange kandi turashima Imana.
Noneho umwihariko ujyanye ku isoko ry'umurimo cyane ko abandi banyeshuri barangije mu zindi kaminuza n'uwe?
Urakoze, umwihariko ujyanye wenda ku isoko ry'umurimo uko nabivuze wenda mu ijambo natanze, uko umuntu yaje aha ngaha kasohotse, ubwo bumenyi, indangagaciro zigomba kuturanga nk'abanyarwanda, cyane cyane noneho n'indangagaciro zigomba kuturanga nk'abanyeshuri twize East African University Rwanda. Ubwo bumenyi turabufite nk'uko n'ubundi twabigaragaje kugeza ubu ngubu aho twigiye naho no kugeza ubu ngubu dushoje, amahirwe yagiye aza menshi twagiye tuyabona. Iyo byose dufite icyizere ko amahirwe ahari kandi tuzayakoresha neza, dukoresha n'ubumenyi muri rusange twahawe.
Reka tugushimire cyane tukubwira ngo congratulations. Reka twakire na mushiki wacu nawe kuri uyu munsi w'ibyishimo bye atubwire uko yiyumva. Uriyumva ute kuri uyu munsi?
Ni ukuri ndishimye. I was not expecting it, but I've made it. That's why I'm very happy today.
Tell us, how do you feel, in general? Tell us.
I cannot even express it. I'm very, very happy for this wonderful day. It is another step in life.
How did you make it as a girl? You became in the first class. How did you make it?
As we girls, we are not all that we can. We are not capable of making it, but once you put in more effort and you target yourself, you can achieve it. It's not very hard.
In belief,
hard working makes to success.
In belief, deliver a message to the other ladies.
Ladies, don't lose hope. Things are easy once you have put in more effort.
Then how are you going to perform outside to the market?
I will do my level best since I've acquired all what was expected. Yes.
Thank you very much. All the best. Iki kigo cyatangiye mu kwa gatatu muri 2015, ariko kiza kubona ubuzima gatozi mu kwa gatanu muri uwo mwaka, no kuvuga muri 2015. Muri rusange gifite abanyeshuri 900, kikaba gifite faculty 5 zitandukanye, harimo faculty ya filmmaking, harimo faculty ya business, harimo mass communication, industry of fine art n'uburezi. Ubwo rero abanyeshuri bose bashaka gutangira kwiga ndetse n'igihe cyo gutangira kwiga muri kaminuza kiregereje, bagomba kuza bakiyandikisha hano muri kaminuza East African. Icyicaro cyacu giherereye hano i Nyagatare. Ubu rero iyi graduation ibaye ku nshuro ya kabiri, iya mbere yari yabaye mu mwaka wa 2018. Akanya rero twakiriye umuyobozi w'iyi kaminuza, reka nawe atubwire uko yiyumva kuri umunsi w'ibyishimo.
Hello sir, how are you? My name is Dr. Kitambala Mastere. I'm the Vice Chancellor of the East African University Rwanda, and we have been very excited for this ceremony. So this is the second commencement of the East African University Rwanda, and it has been a very long journey because of the effect of COVID-19 pandemic. We have made it. We are very happy because we are going to put on the labor market graduates now, because they have been students, now they are graduates, especially from the School of Filmmaking and Film Production. You know, that is the uniqueness of our programs. especially for filmmaking and film production, also for industrial arts and design. We are the only ones in Rwanda offering such programs. So we are very, very delighted to have them to go to the labor market and demonstrate what we have been teaching them from the East African University. Thank you very much. I don't know if you have any question.
I wonder, what are your exceptions?
The exceptions. Now, I've told you that East African University has unique programs that you can't find elsewhere. So, for instance, the program was filmmaking and film production, the program of industrial arts and design. I can tell you, you can't get the two programs elsewhere apart from the East African University Rwanda. So we are still negotiating with the Higher Education Council to open up a branch in Kigali City. So very soon we have had 2 inspections, 2 audits, and then we're expecting them to come back for the 3rd audit or inspection. So that very soon, probably, inshallah, this year we may open a branch in Kigali City, so that we can allow also people living in Kigali to benefit from this uniqueness of our programs, especially filmmaking and film production. We know so many people, you are here. Many of these people, especially the youth, they have skills from anywhere, from experience. But what you are going to do is just to provide to them the knowledge, and then at the end of the process they get a paper. They are going to be perfect because they'll be having the skills from the practice, the experience, and then we are going to add on the knowledge. And at the end of the process, we'll be we'll be offering them a paper which is needed, because you can't say you know everything without a paper. So we know in Kigali so many people, especially the youth, they have a lot of skills. Many of them have wonderful equipment. We don't know they get them from where, but we can see what is going on YouTube. The materials students, the youth are using. Now what they want, and we're expecting us to, we're expecting to do that for them, is just now to add on what they have as skills or experience from the field. Now the knowledge. The knowledge comes from the programs. We are going to teach them. We have bachelor's degree in filmmaking and film production, certificates, also diplomas. So that's what I can say about our programs and our uniqueness.
By ending, a short message to address to parents and both students.
Yeah, what I can say, I can congratulate our graduates now. They have been graduates, now they are graduates. I can congratulate them and wish them all the best. Because you know, on the labor market, there's no joke. When you go there, you only, we know that we have given them a paper, a certificate, a diploma, a degree, but that is not enough. On the labor market, people expect you to perform. If you don't perform, they will reject you. And we don't want them to tarnish our image on the labor market. We want them to defend our image. So, me personally, as Vice Chancellor, I'm expecting them to defend and demonstrate what we taught them here from our programs. That is the message for the graduates. For parents, what you can say, we can't exist without you. We thank you for all the support we provided to students, directly and indirectly to the East African University Rwanda, and also don't stop bringing your student to the East African University. So continue marketing our programs, and you can also ask your friends, your relatives to send your children to the East African University so that they can benefit from our uniqueness of our programs. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Thank you. Nkuko nababwiye rero iyi kaminuza isojemwe abanyeshuri 304, 217 baganyije muri business, muri film harangije 25, mass communication ni 2, industrial fine art ni 29, naho mu burezi n'abanyeshuri 30. Hari umubyeyi rero turi kumwe aka kanya nawe yakugirana akatuganiriza impamvu yahisemo kurerera muri iri shuri.
Murakoze, nitwa Gatsinze Emmanuel, nkaba ari jye se wa Kayiranga uyu mwana uhembwe mbere w'umuhungu. Rero kurerera ahangaha ni uko mpatuye, nsanzwe mpatuye. Iyi university twebwe ubundi twari dusanzwe abana bacu bajya kwigira za Kigali n'ahandi bikatuvuna, ariko iyi university cyiza cyayo turi abahinzi borozi, baratworohereza ukabona amafaranga make ukishyura umwana wawe uko niyo byaba buri kwezi, niyo byaba buri gihembwe, niyo byaba buri, ariko bakagenda batworohereza uburyo nanjye bushatse kwiga uko ngana uko mfite imyaka 64 naza hano nkiga. Urumva nicyo gituma rero nta bindi byinshi navuga, nishimiye yuko abana bacu batsinze neza kandi nshimiye ubuyobozi bw'iyi kaminuza ko bwageze neza kuyitwegereza. Murakoze.
Namwe turabashimiye cyane. Akanya rero dufite ushinzwe abakozi nawe yanatanze akazi ndetse no kumunyeshuri witwaye neza. Uyu munsi mwebwe mwabakire mute?
Twishimiye cyane nka kaminuza nk'ushinzwe abakozi ndetse n'umurezi. Ndashimira ubuyobozi bwa kaminuza kuba bwahisemo guha akazi umunyeshuri umwe mu bitwaye neza cyane. Iki ni ikigaragaza yuko atari ukurera gusa ariko ari no gufasha abantu kugira ngo nabo babone akazi. Ni ukuvuga ngo buri mwaka uko tuguraduatinze dufata umunyeshuri wabaye wa mbere mu bandi tukamuha akazi.
Guha akazi uwo munyeshuri bivuze iki kurimo?
Bivuze ikintu gikomeye. Ni ukuvuga ngo nubwo ndi ushinzwe abakozi human resource manager ariko ndi n'umurezi, tuba twaramukurikiranye uko yize guhera mu wa mbere, mu wa kabiri kugeza mu mwaka wa gatatu ari nawo wa nyuma, tukabona afite ubushobozi bwo kuba yakwigisha barumuna be bari inyuma. Rero niyo mpamvu tuba twamuhisemo ko tumuha akazi akadufasha.
Turabashimiye cyane. Mwabibonye rero nta byinshi navuga kuri kaminuza. Ni kaminuza nziza ituye mu mujyi, ni ahantu horoheye transport ku bantu baturuka mu ntara zitandukanye z'umujyi wa Kigali, ni ahantu heza cyane, ifite inyubako nziza, ifite abarezi beza. Ubwo rero buri wese ukeneye kwiga namukumbuza kuza kwigira muri kaminuza ya East African University. Ibirori byo birakomeje, umunsi we uracyari muremure, mukomeze kunogerwa na gahunda TV10 yabateguriye. Mukureho inshinge zanyu kuri